Alright, so Mojang did something absolutely unexpected in this week's snapshot. For context, a few weeks ago, Mojang introduced peer-to-peer play, but Mojang decided to remove this feature. Well, not remove it, more like delay it, because they don't like its implementation yet and want to improve it. The community's reaction was, well, let's just read some comments and see what they think. It sucks that we have to wait at least, at the earliest, until the release of the autumn drop, which is in late September by the way, to get peer-to-peer. It's better that they decided to delay it if it has a lot of problems, but I feel like this could have been avoided entirely if they had planned to release it in the next drop instead of dropping it out of nowhere near the end of this drop's development cycle. It generated a lot of hype in the community, only for it to be removed 2 weeks later because of problems. Yeah, could have been announced instead in this month's live to create some hype, and only after some testing introduced in the autumn drop. Exactly. I don't understand why they had to shadow drop it with no warning 3 to 4 weeks before releasing the update. Of course, there were going to be some problems with such a system. Maybe they needed the extra time to get player feedback and act on it. Would have been nice for them to have warned us off the bat though. The damn privacy toggle was unfathomably broken both on Xbox side and in-game. It caused every problem me and my friends encountered. Other than that, we had zero problems. Can you still do it in the old snapshot? Nope, you cannot do it. They removed it entirely, so also from the old snapshots. This ruined my day, man. This literally ruined my day too. Can't play with my friends anymore. This was entirely expected. Introducing such a revolutionary feature mid-development, either delaying the release or pushing the feature itself to the next update. And Mojang chose the latter, as always. Yeah, probably for the best. If it's just not ready yet anyway, especially since we know the next update will be so soon. I mean, duh, it was the only logical choice. You can't put stuff like peer-to-peer into full release without proper safety precautions. And they didn't want to push away already finished features because of the feature that might take a long time to properly finalize. A revolutionary feature. What? It's been a thing since Diablo in 1996, and even mods like Essential already do it for MC. It's not revolutionary in the slightest. It's revolutionary within the context of Minecraft, not video games as a whole, obviously. This should have been a feature 15 years ago, but it's nonetheless game-changing. I use Essential myself, but I'll probably switch to this unless it sucks. Makes sense to put it back in the oven for a bit. The game desperately needs it, but I'd rather it work, and work well, when they actually put it out. This legitimately soured my opinion of the drop. They removed the feature last minute because they have to meet a damn deadline thanks to marketing. Minecraft Live, not gonna pretend the drop won't release the immediate Tuesday after said live, and couldn't polish something that would actually be beneficial. I'm just annoyed though, not genuinely upset, but I was genuinely waiting for the drop to release since it would have easily made playing the game with friends easier, and I wouldn't have to wait for a separate mod or try to get port forwarding done. Hopefully they won't make you pay for Xbox Live / Game Pass just to use this feature. Well, back to Eternals we go. Temporarily, as in you're never seeing this again, I assume. Why did they just delete this feature? I don't care about the small bugs, I just want to play with my friends. And of course, the last comment is, please update the end. So yeah, the community is not that happy. And honestly, I completely understand. It's so stupid that they just released peer-to-play for like 2 weeks and they just said it, nah, let's remove it. I understand it has some problems, but at the same time, why did you release it during the late stage of development for this drop? That doesn't make any sense. They should have just released it in the first snapshot for the autumn drop, right? It would make more sense like this, because it needs a lot of development time, but whatever. So yeah, that's the peer-to-play situation. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.